welcome to another live with Aman Magazine. I am your editor-in-chief, Amani Sams. Today we're going to have an exclusive interview with Miss Nirine Brown from Tyler Perry's Ruthless. So if you guys have any questions for her, make sure you leave them in the description bar down below. She'll be joining us. She's coming in. Hi guys. Thank you. Okay, she's here. Yay. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm great, beautiful. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you for
Can you hear
joining
me?
today. Yes. Can you hear me?
Thank you for having me. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I was just making
awesome.
sure you can hear me. Making sure my connection's good. How are you feeling?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you. I'm so excited that you are our guest today. So I just want to start off by asking you, what was it like working with Tyler Perry?
Well, before we start, I just want to, I really feel led in the spirit to just quickly acknowledge Breonna Taylor, because today's her birthday. And for those who didn't know, she was killed in her home, and today's her birthday. So I would love if we just have a moment of just acknowledging this woman. If anyone has not signed a petition for Breonna Taylor, it's on justiceforbreonna.org. And I don't know, in my heart, I just feel like when you see another person that looks like you, feels like a brother or sister through Christ, you just feel led to just, you feel compassion. And I can't imagine what her family's going through for her birthday today. So I just want to acknowledge Breonna Taylor's birthday. She will be loved. She will be missed. And the fact that she would have been only 27 is really heartbreaking, because most of us, we deserve to live a life where we get married and have kids. And I just want to quickly acknowledge that. So sorry. I just wanted to acknowledge her birthday.
Yeah. Thank you for acknowledging that. You're in LA right now, right?
So I'm currently in LA, but I'm originally from New York. And hi to everyone who's joined in. I appreciate everyone who's joining in and watching. And like I said, everyone who's just joining in, go on justiceforbreonna.org to sign the petition so she can get justice for her heavenly birthday today. Yes. So yes, but I'm in LA. It's not as sunny today. It's a little gloomy today.
It is here.
How about where you're at?
It's here in Atlanta too.
Yeah. So the weather.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Let me.
No, I wanted to know. Okay. Let's see.
Boom, that should be good. Okay, what were you gonna say, beautiful?
So you're in LA. How are the protests going? Have you been outside in the protest, or?
Yes, I did partake. I partake at the protest that was on Fairfax and basically Beverly Hill Boulevard. And it was my first protest participating in Los Angeles. And it was pretty peaceful. In certain areas, and in other areas it was a little hectic. Where police cars were on fire. And I went with one of my homegirls, and we were like, okay, I personally didn't want to be surrounded by the police car on fire. Right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna exit this way and go towards the peaceful area. And did my part, did my job in showing up, and as well as the action behind after you show up for protests, like I said, which is the follow-up of signing the petition, and then everyone's just doing their part, So, but yes, I did participate. So I love our people. I love people. Yeah. I love our people. But to go back to your, I'm sorry.
I said Black Lives for sure matters.
Black Lives Matter, people. And I don't want to hear the debates, you know. It's a point blank period. And we should not be still in the Holocaust of 2020, you know? So it's a beautiful thing to see everybody come together. And there's like a video circulating right now going viral on Instagram where this woman is speaking about Monopoly and comparing the game of Monopoly to how our people have been oppressed. And I'm going to spoil the ending for everyone who has not seen this video, but the ending was so strong. She said, we're lucky our people are not going for revenge. We're going for equality. And I believe, honestly, people of God, God's children want to come together. So anyone who is a child of God is going to come for equality. But she made a strong point about revenge, which is, it should not, y'all don't want that smoke, okay? You know, so like we are here and we're trying to be about equality and love and just humanity in general. No one who is human should be going through any type of mistreatment, gay, straight. It don't matter. Like no one who is human should be oppressed. So, exactly. And that's why my boss, Tyler Perry, is thebomb.com. He's about the fight. I really appreciate him.
Yes, always. Even when the start of the coronavirus, how he paid for the groceries of all the elderly. I mean, he's amazing.
Yep. And also the people at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. I couldn't hear you. Say that one more time.
How has COVID affected you, like as an actress, besides stopping production?
Well, as an actress, obviously, we're all not in production. We're all in hiatus right now. Honestly, COVID-19 itself has been a little traumatic in the sense of, like, I had a family member who was infected by it. And recently they got retested. So now they're negative. Praise Jesus. And for those who know me personally knows which family member that was. But as far as work is concerned, as far as my regular job, my day job was at 24 Hour Fitness. And, you know, I know a lot of people are upset about the gym being closed because they can't work out. So that sucks, but I've been doing my Zoom workouts with my homeboy, Brian, who is an amazing trainer, and my homegirl, LaQuelle Mills, who does iTwerk Fitness.
Yes,
so it has its upside, you know. I would say the quarantine has its upside. The cove itself is a tragedy that we are constantly trying to figure out, you know, how we're gonna get through it, how we're gonna find, you know, the vaccine for it. And the fact that it's affecting African Americans specifically is really heartbreaking. So I'm not happy about COVID, but I welcome quarantine with all my heart because it's been a beautiful spiritual journey, right? We have this time with God. We have time for family. We have time for friends. Like, it forces you to be like, how you doing, girl? You okay? Like, I'm just checking in on you, making sure you're good. So, I mean, how about you? Has quarantine been like beneficial? Are you bored? Are you like, what's happening with you?
Oh, I mean, it's amazing. I agree with you. I told my mom the other day, it's like the perfect time to reflect and reset. I mean, I love it personally. Amen.
Amen. And you know, I'm gonna plug a lot of names in, and I'm not getting paid for these plugs, but I just want everybody to know, like, I just want people to know, like, if you are single out there, ladies, get your life with Darius Daniels' book, Relational Intelligence, and Michael Todd, Relationship Goals. Like, these pastors will get your life together right before you meet, right? Before you meet whoever you're supposed to be like purpose with. And I am actually very grateful for this season. I'm like, okay, Lord, thank you for quarantine and this moment of reflection, right? So like when we get out of this, we come out stronger and better and smarter and prayerfully all together, just tighter as a community and people.
Yes, God is definitely trying to tell us something.
Exactly. Okay, wait, I think I'm frozen.
I can see you.
Okay, am I good?
You're good.
Yeah. I think it was frozen. Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, gotcha. I can see you. You're crystal clear.
Okay, great. I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. So yes.
So I'm glad that you are here. In light of all the negative things going on in the world, I wanted to have you on to, give some positive news and spread light and just show your talents. I'm so thankful that Tyler Perry has amazing actresses like you to highlight new faces, fresh faces that we haven't seen before. So congratulations. I know that Ruthless has been picked up for another season on BET Plus.
We didn't get the official word yet. So far, the people who got the official word was the Oval and Sisters. So congratulations to our Ruthless family. Congratulations to our family, extended family. But prayerfully, yes, Ruthless will get a second season. We are going to speak that into existence. I mean, the fans love it. If you haven't watched it, it's on BET Plus, and it comes on every Thursday. So our mid-season finale episode just aired yesterday.
Awesome! Any spoiler alerts you wanna
I'm not giving away any spoil alerts. I'm not giving away no spoil alerts. For those who are just new to the chat and is not familiar with Ruthless, it's about a character named Ruth who kidnaps her daughter, and she brings her to a cult. This cult is obviously not healthy in the sense of it's a sex trafficking, kid trafficking cult. And my character, Lynn Rollins, she's the wife of an FBI agent, Brian Rollins. And they are quite the dynamic couple. Everyone loves my TV husband, Jamie. Shout out to Jamie, who plays Brian Rollins. He's a cutie pie. And everyone hates me. They're like, girl, you are so mean to your husband. Like, everyone hates my guts on the show. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, guys, it's marriage. That's, Thank you for being on my side. There are 3 sides to every story. His, hers, and the truth.
Yes.
Okay, so from the outside looking in, it's like, oh my God, they look like a cute couple, relationship goals, hashtag, and it's just like, there's so much happening. And prayerfully everyone gets to understand, like, it's more than what it seems like on the outside. And my character, Lynn Rollins, she really wants to infiltrate and help her husband get the bad guys. Not only because she needs purpose in her life, because she used to be like this fierce, independent woman who now kind of feels a little bored, being a little, I can't even say housewife because she doesn't have any kids, but for lack of a better word, I'm going to use housewife.
That's the perfect way to describe her. I agree. So how did you get into
she's just, how did I get into character?
Yeah, did you have to do like any research, like with the whole like sex trafficking thing going on, or how did you get in the zone?
Yes. So, a lot of people just think being an actor, you can just wake up and be an actor. You know what? You can if you put your mind to it, but you got to put the work in. And I had to do a lot of research because Lynn does a lot of substance. I'm going to say she does a lot of substance. And I didn't know about any of those substance before going in. So it was challenging and fun at the same time, and a little disheartening because I was, you know, I did my research, but then I had a few friends advise me, like, you know, why don't you watch real videos of people who are actually on substance? So I did that. Right. And that was scary. That was scary. Watching, I think what was more scary was watching someone actually functioning as if it was just a regular day and they have God knows what in their substance. So I was just like, how can I portray this character who is just struggling? We all have our battles, you know? And even if you don't connect to the substance, we connect to the pain of some sort. And Tyler Perry does a really good job writing those kinds of things. And people are drawn to it. People are drawn to a black cult.
That's right. That's exactly what it is, a black cult.
I know when people saw that, they said, what in the world? Why? Who in the tarnation would join a black cult? You know? But I believe that, I think he's trying to definitely portray. Huh?
It keeps you hooked.
It cut off again. It will leave you hooked.
Yes. So how did you get the part?
I auditioned in front of Kim Coleman, who's the casting director. She's a lovely lady. And I went in like on a Wednesday, got the call Friday, flew out Sunday. It happened so quick.
Oh, that's amazing. And what was it like working with Tyler? I hear like being on set with him is awesome. He prays before you guys film. Can you just like tell us what that's like?
Absolutely. Mr. Perry is a God-fearing man, and I couldn't have asked for a better like first gig. This is my first big TV credit, and I'm grateful for just skyrocketing towards like series regular. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Perry is so tall, you guys. He's like a statue. He's like this beautiful, like I'm like, hi boss. You know, he's a statue. He's a lovely director. He was at every episode. He directed every episode. He makes jokes while he's on set. He's really engulfed and focused on the scenes, and if he gets really excited, he like throws things at you. So having a theater background was very helpful. It was like, you know, now say this to your husband. And I was just like, okay. And if anyone's been watching the show, you've seen how Lynn treats her husband. So I love when people are hashtagging Ruthless or just loving it. Have you seen a couple of episodes?
Yes, I got midway through the first season, and then I had to take like a little break. It was getting like a little bit too much.
It's intense. It's very intense.
It's intense.
What is your thoughts so far? I would love to hear your feedback. Like, not specifically just my character, like just in general, like what do you like so far? Or
well, I watched it with my mom. That's my TV bestie. We watch everything together. So I don't know, when you came to the gates of like the cult, right? Like where their place is. And they like threw all this powder on you and they made you drink. I mean, just the amount of drugs that they drugged you with. I'm like, how is she still alive? Like hallucinogens, mushrooms,
Crazy.
what, like LSD? What is, not LSD? What is it? I mean everything. I'm just like, oh my gosh. What is going on?
And that's just the beginning, folks. That's just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
That is just the beginning.
Spoiler alert.
No spoiler alerts. Not from me. Not from me. If anything, like me and Lynn are tight-lipped. I'm gonna keep my lip tight because if you've been watching, even though she's been doing a whole bunch, she still has been standing her ground on not giving away information about her husband. So you got to give her props on those kinds of things. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I want to talk about being like mentally strong, because I feel like some of the characters, I mean, especially the women, how, I mean, I know they're on drugs, but just how someone can just take over your mental and like have you like, yes, you know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm not going to leave. This is heaven. So it's like, let's just talk about like that mental aspect of your character. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
So it broke up a little bit at the end. You said the aspect of the mental of my character?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the like how she's like how they like mentally like take over your mental health, and I mean, what are your thoughts on that? As like a dictatorship within the cult.
Well, what I wanted to accomplish with that part, drug substance is real.
Right.
And it can definitely have a huge effect on your mood, your behavior. And I think I'm showing that with the ups and downs of Lynn's mood changing.
Right.
And I've been told, because like I said, I haven't really dived into all of these substances personally, but I've been told about like alcohol being a truth serum. People saying like how you really feel comes out when you're like in this nostalgic kind of zone.
Right.
And I think tapping into, we always try to suppress things down about how we really feel about things, but then when people are always like stressed, or people always like, I need something, they grab a drink, they grab something. And I think it's to just, for that moment, to have a moment of like non-judgment and just say, this is crap. This feels like crap. This is crap. And I'm not happy about X, Y, and Z. And I think what's happening with Lynn Rawlins in the show Ruthless is that she didn't really realize how unhappy she was, if you've been watching the show. And the reality of that is not only disheartening, but it's also kind of like, what have I been doing my whole life? Like, what have I been doing this whole time? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so we're going to find out more in regards to that. And, you know, I pray that season 2, we get through it, you know, not like a happy ending, but we get through the deep rooted of everything that's happening. You know what I mean? Right. So like I said, it's every episode, I have friends call me and they go, girl, my heart, it's intense. But it's addictive, guys. You have to just give it a go. And I want to I'm acknowledging the comments. Thank you, all the fans and all the people that are tuning in and watching this interview, and just being faithful to just watching the show. And, you know, without you, we won't have a season 2. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been tuning in and watching.
Yes, thank you, guys. Thank you. So what can we do as fans to get this picked up for season 2? Do we need to write letters? Do we need to tweet, Instagram? Tell us.
I mean, just keep watching. Just, when you tweet, make sure you tweet #Ruthless on BT Plus. If I'm agitating you and you want to get at me, like, hit up my Instagram. We can talk about it.
Yes.
What you doing, Lynn? What you doing? Just keep watching and supporting. There are other amazing shows on BT Plus. Our other extended family. Like I said, The Oval and Bruh and Sisters. So prayerfully, Tyler Perry loves when people enjoy the show, and he might reuse the same actors and transfer them over to different worlds. So prayerfully, after this quarantine is lifted, I can cross over to other worlds or just, do some movies.
Yes, we would love to see that. We would love to see that.
Right. I mean? Let's get a black superhero.
Yes, please, a black superhero. No, I was saying, what is the lasting impression that you would like to make, like through your character Lynn, for the audience? What do you think her lasting impression should be?
I can't control what the people feel about Lynn. People really are over me, honestly. But what I would love,
I give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. She be having moments, but I would love if there was like an inch of hope that people are like, I believe Lynn is going to be the one to crack this cult down. Because that was my original that was my original mission as far as joining and trying to infiltrate. And then obviously when you go down certain paths, there are obstacles. And not to be spiritual, but I can't help but be spiritual because that's just who I am. I just want people to know that in life, you're going to try to go for something, and there are going to be obstacles that's going to be like your vices, that's going to try to block you from your blessings or whatever the case may be. So her vice is coming up. It's trying to stop her. It's a force. It's a force. It's a spiritual force that's trying to get in the way. And she has to get through it. Prayerfully, she'll get through it. I'm not spoiling it, but that's just ultimately what it is. And we go through that every day in life. We're like, I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to go for that. And then, or I'm going to be, this is just for an example. Like, you might be like, oh, I'm going to be celibate. I don't know. You know what I mean? And then the moment you decide that, a fine looking man comes your way, you be like, well, maybe next month. That's just an example,
That's a good example.
Just, you know what I mean? So she has a big heart.
She does.
And I don't think it's coming from a selfish point of view. And she cares about her husband. That's why she said, this is dangerous for you. She's ultimately ride or dying with her husband, So I want people to have a little hope. Stop judging and have a little hope that she might be able to do this, guys. She might be able to take it down.
And this show, like you said, is it's a sex cult. So obviously they're tracking trafficking children and women. What advice do you have, especially here in Atlanta? Because I feel like it's so bad here. What advice do you have for young girls and women, even during quarantine? Because we're open, Georgia's open. So what advice do you have to prevent sex trafficking and during this time?
Well, great question.
Thank you.
Well, I'm from New York, right? Born and raised. So immediately my mental is already to be on guard all the time. It's just a part of my being. You know what I mean? Like, so I heard about while we were shooting in Atlanta, the first season, there was a situation where an Uber driver tried to like kidnap this girl, and she like hopped out and X, Y, and Z. So my advice to all the beautiful young women, black, brown, yellow, purple, especially though our beautiful black women, be aware, be careful. Let someone know where you're going. I know sometimes you might feel like I'm grown and I don't feel like someone's policing me all the time. But if you don't want to, like, I tell my mom where I'm going. And if you know, for those who don't feel comfortable to tell their parents, tell a homegirl, tell someone. You know what I mean?
Right.
My mom used to make this joke. Shout out to my mom. I love my mom so much. When I used to hang out on the block, which that sounds skeptical, but I mean, like, you know what I mean by the block. If you understand the block, where you hang out with all your friends, like,
yeah.
I used to hang out on this block all the time with my friends. And one time I wanted to go to this area called Town, and Town had, you know, the supermarket, the candy store, which in New York we call it the bodega store. You know, just to get a hero or just to get some candy or something.
Right.
If anytime I left that block and I did not tell my mom, she would circle that block so fast with her car. Everybody would be like, yo, Nirine, your mom was circling the block looking for you, whatever. Like, your mom was not playing no game. She was like, where's my daughter or whatever. So the point is that when I didn't tell her that day, she got really upset at me.
Yes.
And she was like, you're not going to make me look like no fool. She actually cursed and said, damn fool, but I didn't know if I could say that. But she was just like, you're not going to make me look like no fool on the news. And they tell me something happened to my daughter. And then the last thing I'm aware of is that you're on this block. And then something crazy happened, you know, across town.
Right.
You're not going to make me look like no fool. I'm going to be on the news like, hey, did you know where your daughter was? And she's like, I didn't know.
Yes, mama.
So mama had a beeper on me. My mama, she was like, I need to know, you know, until this day, you know, I tell my friends when I'm traveling, you know, I tell my best friend, I tell my mom, here's the plane number, here's everything. So for those in Atlanta, please tell somebody, like, put your pride to the side and just let somebody know where you are at all times, because kids are getting snatched every day. And it's sad. So I just want everybody to be aware, heightened, know what's right, know what's wrong. And if something doesn't feel right, call somebody. You know, I don't care if you're in an Uber. Talk to someone while you're on the phone. You know, just let them know, like, hey, I just got in, and just be safe. Just be careful and be alert.
Those are great tips, and I love that story. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my mama.
So please let everybody know where they can follow you and follow your story, your actor career, everything.
Thank you. I mean, you guys, it's just my name, Nirine. Nirine_Brown. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You know, I don't have a lot of viewers, but help me get it up. And
yes, we're gonna help you.
Yeah, just understand that I love people, I love life, and I just want everybody to be safe. You are gorgeous, and I'm just honored to have shared this moment and energy with you. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So are you.
Thank you, beautiful.
You have a great aura.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm saying? It's the God in me.
Yes. We will be watching you on Thursday nights.
Thursday nights, guys. Yep. Catch up right now on BT Plus, Ruthless. If you don't have the BT app, you can go on Amazon. We are on Amazon Prime, so I don't want to hear not an excuse. Amazon Prime, BT Plus, Ruthless. It gets ruthless. And check out the whole cast. It's a strong cast, strong family. We all love each other. And yeah, like I said, tell me how you really feel. Hashtag what you doing, Lynn. Just tell me. I'm here. I'll be here.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. You stay black, blessed, and beautiful. And I wish you nothing but love and prosperity during this quarantine. And last but not least, remember, guys, it's Breonna's Taylor birthday. So make sure you go on justiceforbreonna.org and sign that petition for her birthday.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, beautiful. You have an amazing day.
Thank you.
And we'll keep in touch for sure.
Yes, we will. We will.
Okay, my love.
Okay.